Let me tell you a little bit about what happened on the Mountain Lake episode, which we filmed at Shaver Lake in Northern California. Marimar and Mike were a super fun couple. They had an electric paddleboard system called the Electrofin.
Get out of here, Jordan!
For me, paddleboarding is all about paddling. I wasn't really into that deal because, I think paddleboarding should be about paddling. It's not a motorized device. I'm very strict when it comes to water sports. I'm a purist. Don't mess with my equipment. I didn't fall off. That's a common misconception. I was taken out by an NFL linebacker. There's a big difference. And payback was very swift. So as soon as I got back on my board, I was after Dhani. It was my first opportunity in life, probably my only one, to tackle an NFL linebacker. And I was not going to let that pass.
At the end of the day, if you guys want to come on and help me from an advisory standpoint, I'm very interested.
Ryan from Fusar is a great guy. He gave a great presentation, but he also had a really good product. It's very disruptive of the head cam industry, and he's got a very specific market that he's going after. So we loved that deal. We're all going on the board, and we're going to provide super value to that business.
From a marketing perspective, that story needs to be tight.
The best entrepreneurs normally have a personal story. Ryan was motivated by the fact that he had an accident on his motorcycle about 5 years ago, which nearly killed him. So he wanted to invest a system which had a communication device as well as a safety aspect of it, which would prevent further accidents. And I think he's done that with the Fusar.
We've actually already won that market because we're respected at the high end.
Martin and Richard were great guys. They got a great legacy across a lot of action sports companies, but I don't think their tent system was unique enough to warrant an investment from us. I don't think you guys are brand developers. That's one of my big concerns. Big thing with me was that they didn't have their logo on the tent, and that's a huge branding loss, particularly in the outdoor market. It was super cool setting up the tents, and we had these massive wind machines, and we're all down on the ground. I mean, the test was a little bit unfair because their tent was literally 3 times the size of ours. So I think they kind of gamed the system a little bit because it was just impossible to put up and it was just getting blown everywhere. But our tent was easy. It was fine. We did it. We got it set up, and it showed it worked in those conditions. But really, how many everyday backpackers are going to be subject to 60 to 100 mile an hour winds? I mean, me, I'm not going outside. If it's that windy, I'm staying at home with a cappuccino and a Netflix. Or CNBC, I should say.